I'm Yuri.
I'm Jakub.
And we're going for a drive. ...2018 Kia Rio
LX Plus.
almost base model stick shift.
That's right.
That's the important part.
It makes it fun.
It is a very inexpensive Kia,
Yes.
and it's got a stick shift.
Right off the bat, let's just explain why this is the Plus. Air conditioning and cruise control. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
And you can only get the stick shift in the lower trims.
Yes, you
Because
can.
the upper trims have UVO, which means you can control from an app, which means you can't control a car stick shift because it'll get into gear and drive.
That's right. So we already reviewed the car at the launch in Quebec. Yuri, why are we doing it again?
Okay, we just got out of the Mazda Miata,
Yes, we did. The MX-5.
and I remember driving this at the launch for like 5 minutes, but I really like the stick shift.
Yeah, we drove the manual only
Yeah.
for 5 minutes.
So I wanted to get this right after the Miata to see how it compares because they're pretty much the same weight. This is about 100 kilograms more.
Okay.
They have very similar horsepowers.
Pretty close.
This is front wheel drive, that's rear wheel drive, that's more sporty, but like dollar to fun ratio, I wanted to find out. The Miata convertible is 2 times the price of this, the RF is like 3 times.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Let's get into the good stuff.
Okay.
Box test.
Because we weren't able to box test it in Quebec, so here you go. It's not going to close.
9. Respectable.
Very respectable. That was amazing, actually. That was 3 more than I actually expected it to do.
Visor test.
I think we already know.
3, 2, 1.
Full pass, obviously.
Okay. And
He
now,
knows what they're doing.
now the most important test of them all.
What's that?
Rewinding satellite radio stations. For some crazy bizarre reason, this has 20 rewinding satellite radio stations where every other Kia and Hyundai have 10.
I think this is the most satellite radio rewinding stations you can get per dollar.
Yo, it's like the most you can get in general. I got out of the car for like a solid 15 minutes, started the car back up, and it still had my satellite radio stations backed up from when I got out of it.
That was very impressive.
Like, I don't get it. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why this has the best satellite radio infotainment in the world, but it does.
And it's a pretty budget system overall, but it works perfectly.
The thing is, yeah,
Perfect.
I canceled the budgetness because everything is the best. Like, click a button, see how fast it moves to the next screen.
Done. Already
Perfect.
next screen. Like,
You go to
like
display,
that.
done. Setup, look how fast that is.
The layout is perfect. Everything shows up exactly where you want it, how fast you want it to. It's perfect for the price and for the car.
It's perfect in general for every other manufacturer. If you have an infotainment that's laggy, with crappy graphic design, gradients.
On a car that costs like $100,000.
Yeah, and even like the Pathfinder we just got out of. I would take this over that any day of the week.
This infotainment poops all over that one.
Yes, this is unreal. Like, it's actually unreal.
I think this is hands down the easiest manual transmission that you can learn to drive manual on
On a new car.
a brand new car.
I agree. It's a 6-speed.
Yeah, which is awesome for
Keeps
gas
that
mileage.
gas mileage down.
Yeah, and
gas mileage is good.
It keeps you slightly more engaged than a 5-speed because you have to be shifting a little
okay.
bit more.
What's the best part about the Miata? Everyone says it's so engaging. You're always shifting gears. What's the Kia
For
Rio?
ratios. The ratios are a little bit longer.
But
in
you're
this.
always shifting.
A little bit less than the Miata.
You want to pass on the highway, you go from 6 to 3 and you send it.
You have to.
The amount of fun driving the Kia Rio and stick shift compared to the automatic, at
Yes.
least 3 or 4 times more fun.
Fully agree. And I have a theory. I think you should buy any car below 200 horsepower in manual, 10 times more fun. Anything above that, auto and manual DSGs kind of start to balance out. Anything below, manual 100%.
I fully agree with that. Where does that put the Kia Soul Turbo at like 201 horsepower? I guess DSG.
Well, there's no manual, so...
Yeah, okay. All right. So now we're going to Cliche Corner.
Because we weren't able to send it in Quebec, because we were in Quebec, so Cliche Corner. Shout out to Jonathan, who spotted us filming. We got another fan. Yuri, how is it?
It's
Yuri's actually not talking in a Kia Rio. Does that mean it's really good?
It's because I'm on the edge of my seat the whole time. Handling's not the best, but it's like...
Yeah, it's not the best. There's lots of body roll.
What else does everybody say about the Mazda Miata?
There's a lot of body roll.
You're always driving it at the edge, and that's why it's exciting.
Yes.
Kia Rio, if you want to be a little sporty, at the edge.
Yeah, you have to drive this at the edge to get anything really out of it.
Okay, and then more comparisons with the Miata. Heated steering wheel.
This has one.
Yes, Miata didn't.
Did not. And you get heated steering wheel standard on the base.
Yes, on all models, and heated seats.
Yeah, which is great.
Except the heated seats don't restart in the same position every time like the Miata, but Miata's a
True.
top-down car, so they need that.
Yeah.
And another fun part about driving it, if I come to a full stop with my drum brakes in the rear,
Turn off your traction.
it's off. If I rip it, I'm gonna get tire squeal in first and second.
Yeah, I know.
Are you ready?
I am ready. Tire squeal first and second.
Yeah. Does the Miata do that?
Yes. Not in second.
Not saying this is better than a Miata. I'm just saying.
I think you're kind of trying to.
I'm saying what I'm really trying to get at is that Kia should make a Mazda Miata. They should call it the Little Pincher. Make it look like the Stinger.
Because it's a mini Stinger.
Yes.
Little Pincher.
I've reached out and got a 3D rendering done. I think it should have fender flares, maybe like a cool spoiler on the back, Stinger rear lights.
That looks pretty damn cool.
Yeah,
I am all for that.
But it needs the 1.6 turbo from the Kia Soul Turbo.
Yes, with 201 horsepower to the back.
Yes.
That would be incredible.
And also, the Little Pincher should have 20 rewinding satellite radio stations with this exact infotainment. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, don't need it, don't have it here, doesn't matter.
Save some money, more plastic because this interior has a lot of plastic everywhere. It's quite cheap inside, but it's still very comfortable. There's no soft touch over here, but there is soft touch in the middle, which is great.
And it's got that thing about Hyundais and Kias that you like where the center doesn't come up too high.
Yeah, I love it. And over here, we got this nice gray satin trim.
Yes.
It looks amazing.
That is the best looking budget dashboard ever.
We said it when we originally reviewed this car, and I still fully agree. I haven't seen a better budget one yet.
Okay, now it's your turn to drive and have fun in the front wheel drive Kia Miata. Kind of.
All right, I'll do a little pincher send.
Yeah, mini pincher. It's called the mini pincher.
I'm calling it the Lil.
Forgot to mention, it's got an actual key.
Obviously it does.
Go full send.
Maximum send, second gear, a little bit of tire squeal, still going, 6,500, 6,600 and shift, and I'm still under the speed limit.
So we recorded about a 10-second 0 to 60 time.
Yes.
Where the Mazda Miata...
0 to 62 miles per hour, 0 to 100.
Where the Mazda Miata, I think, does about 6.5 seconds.
Something like that.
But like, you know, you're engaged.
If you subtract 0.1 second per dollar off the price, no, I don't know if you'll get there.
Remove the rear seats, 2 doors. I think it could catch up.
Horsepower and torque, 130, 119.
You know what the Miata has?
155
and 148 torque.
Yeah, okay.
Close.
Power to weight ratio is quite close.
It's similar. I think I know the best way to sum this car up.
No. We're not summing it up yet. I need to drive it a bit first.
Okay.
Transmission is so light to use.
Yes.
It's just buttery smooth. Every gear, it's almost to the point of floppy, but it's not because you know exactly what gear you're in. It's just so easy to put into gear.
You can use one of those like meme shifts.
Yeah. Like this.
The gentle bus driver.
The clutch is perfect. The engagement point is exactly where I want it.
But it is tricky to heel and toe shifting because you're not lying down in your seat.
But it's better than the Focus ST.
True.
And Focus RS, just for heel toe. All right, cliche corner, maximum send, tons of body roll, not that much power, doesn't matter, still having fun. Lots of body roll. It's honestly fun once you push it to the limit, like you said.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
If you bought this for your kid and they were 16, 17, 18, they would not get in any trouble.
Yes.
And they would still have fun.
They would grow up to be a competent adult who can drive a manual transmission.
Exactly.
And that's the most important part.
It is.
So that we can keep reviewing manual transmission cars.
Yeah, and
Think
keep driving
about
them.
us.
Do you like the looks? We did say we liked it in the original video. Has that changed?
Nothing has changed. I think older Kia Rios still look a little bit better. This doesn't look as sporty.
I really like this one.
I think this looks best in white when that front thing across the grille is black.
Doesn't the front kind of remind you of the Kia Stinger?
It's like exactly the Kia Stinger.
It's pretty cool that you have almost a mini Stinger.
Yeah, mini pincher.
Little pincher.
Yeah,
That's mine.
We'll see.
This car is very small, but inside it feels great. However, when you put it up next to a Lincoln Navigator Extended, looks quite small.
But it's okay.
But it doesn't feel small inside.
No, and
that's what I love about it.
Getting into the Miata, how uncomfortable was it?
Very uncomfortable.
This?
Super
You haven't
comfortable.
even thought about it once.
Nope. Even in the back, it's great.
Legitimately comfortable. And that's behind me.
The mini pincher should probably also be a hatchback so it can be box tested.
Is this a Rio review or is this just you wanting to ramble about mini pincher for 10 minutes?
This is a pitch. This is a pitch to Kia. Have you not realized that yet?
Oh, I've realized.
This isn't a car review.
I'm kind of just pointing that out for the people.
Yeah, I'm literally trying to get a Kia mini pincher. I'm trying to be a car designer.
Steering wheel feels great. Lots of controls. Perfect. Volume on the left. Yeah. Love it.
They didn't go budget on the steering wheel controls. It's the same controls as pretty much the Stinger.
Exactly. The gauges are great.
The
Classic
gauges
Kia
are amazing. And in the middle, okay, we don't have a digital display, but what we do have is like the clock display for everything. And you know who else has that? Porsche. Yeah. Think about that.
I know.
This car has good stuff from everyone.
It does, actually.
It has regular climate control, no auto climate. It passes the coffee cup test, medium and small.
Perfectly, actually.
No problem. Back to the heated steering wheel. I wish it got hotter than it does.
But it has one, and it's got vents right behind it.
Yeah, I think that's my one real complaint.
All right.
And then my other real complaint is when you're rewinding satellite radios, it doesn't show you the song right away. You rewind, and then it has to wait a minute. It shows you the channel first, and then it switches over.
So that's the only lag in the entire system.
That's the only lag in the system, and it could be corrected if people knew it needed to be corrected. I'd also like to point out that this car has a reverse camera in every model, and it's very good. The reason being, the resolution is good, and everything is very accurate.
While we're talking about the reverse, my one complaint is this little reverse notch. I always want to pull it up, but I don't want to be in reverse. It won't send you into reverse, but I always want to pull it up because of the position it's in.
I got used to that pretty quickly, and since you do use second gear a lot, I can see that being kind of tricky for getting down that side.
Exactly.
And my last complaint, when you click the car door lock button, it uses the actual horn to honk instead of new cars that uses the beep.
Yeah.
And it's pretty loud.
Well, they had to do some cost savings in order to get to this price.
Okay, price. So this almost base model is $16,595 Canadian.
That's a really good price.
Base model is $14,999, but it doesn't have AC and cruise, and that's kind of crazy person territory.
Yeah, exactly. This is the lowest one you should get in order to not die in the summer.
A Mazda Miata base starts $32,000.
That's a lot of money compared to this.
And the RF we were driving was $50,000.
That's a lot of money compared to this.
So if you compare amount of fun to cost, pretty good deal.
This is a good deal. The Miata is still more fun, but this is a very good deal.
So let us know if you bought a Kia Rio in manual or not, or if you're thinking about it or test drove one, what you liked, what you didn't like.
And what you cross-shopped in order to get it or not get it.
And let us know if you like the mini pincher more or the little pincher more.
And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and patreon.com/TheStraightPipes.
All right, no more Kia Rio reviews, just straight up 600 horsepower monster sports cars coming up.
Stay tuned for the Hellcat, hopefully. Probably not.
Probably not. I'm Yuri.
I'm Jakub.
We're going for a drive. This is a subscription break. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe right now. Subscribe. We didn't do that.